Yeah, we know the presidential election obviously does not happen in a vacuum. There were a multitude of congressional races across the country this election, 6 of those right here in Connecticut. And all the Democratic incumbents secured their seats once again, including Senator Chris Murphy.
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world that I get the chance to do this job for another 6 years.
U.S. Senator Chris Murphy clinched a third term Tuesday night with about 57.5% of the vote.
I'm going to continue to do all the things necessary in order to make sure that I'm listening to everybody in this state.
Murphy spent the afternoon post-election at his usual spot, Capitol Lunch in New Britain. He says it's his tradition, calling himself a bit superstitious.
Whatever I'm doing seems to be working. My karma did not extend to the national level, but it seems to be working here in Connecticut.
But Murphy says his win is bittersweet.
We lost a lot of good colleagues in the Senate. Donald Trump seems poised to return to the White House, which is really bad news for Connecticut.
Both chambers of Congress held slim majorities going into Tuesday. The Senate switching from Democratic to Republican control, with the GOP flipping 3 seats.
What's discouraging is that typically when Republicans are in charge in Washington, they don't actively look for bipartisan successes.
The Senate is responsible for confirming the president's cabinet and any Supreme Court justices if a vacancy comes, giving Republicans a power boost. Murphy says he's willing to work across the aisle, but is doubtful of bipartisanship under another Trump administration.
I mean, I didn't work with them on much. I mean, I learned not to trust them. That doesn't mean that I won't continue to try, but there wasn't a lot of effort to reach out across the aisle from the Trump White House in the first term.
His message to Connecticut residents:
I love this country. I love this state. Trump's values aren't Connecticut values, and so I'm just going to go to the Senate and fight like hell for the things that Connecticut cares about and see if we can find areas of common agreement and try to stop him when he's doing things that are particularly dangerous and get ready for the next election.
Murphy also tells me he was surprised by the results nationally last night into this morning, saying there's something broken about the Democratic Party's messaging. He pointed to Democratic policies and issues being approved in states where Democratic candidates then lost. He says the party will definitely be having some, quote, hard conversations in the coming weeks and months. Bridget, Brent.